Hey guys, today we're reacting to Will Tennyson and Paul Saladino. I tried the optimal human diet. We'll see if it's optimal.
An animal-based diet is centered around consuming the most optimal foods for humans. According to followers, that's meat, organ, fruit, honey, and raw dairy.
According to followers. Anyway, I'll break this down real quick. Fruit, again, fructose, glucose, only should be used to put on fat seasonally. Meat, great, ideal. Honey, that's essentially just high fructose corn syrup, but natural, really unhealthy. Kefir, other fermented and raw dairy can be pretty good in development specifically.
Dairy. It's essentially like carnivore without the scurvy.
0 out of 10 video. Check the views. Okay, so this video has 2 million views, and that's just a little joke. Carnivore scurvy, right? It's just a little joke, sure. You are, however, putting that in people's heads, okay? And let's be clear. With the pirates, scurvy developed when they ran out of salted meat and they started eating cornbread and cornmeal and these seeds, which are slop, okay? Meat has vitamin C, and people who are on a carnivorous diet do not get scurvy, just to be clear.
I'm in Costa Rica with Dr. Paul Saladino to learn more about the lifestyle and why a guy with salad in his name doesn't have any.
I'm excited, but I'm also scared because I feel like every food that I love, I'm gonna have to hate it by the end of this.
No, Will, don't worry. Paul permits drugs in his diet, so you're gonna be tasting things that taste very good. Don't worry, man.
That's not the goal.
That's not the goal.
That's not the goal, no. I mean, I feel like that looks different than one of these.
Yeah, I feel like in North America, like you get way thicker about the
rind, yeah. One thing that I found out for myself over the years of dietary experimentation is that I do feel better with carbohydrates. I had a period.
As Bart K said, you know, after years of experimentation, guys, I feel better smoking meth. Just feel better, guys. Just feel better. That's my reasoning. I'm a doctor, and my reasoning is that I feel better on a drug.
Of a carnivore diet where I was just eating meat.
For a year and a half, right?
Yeah. The reason I started that was because of my eczema. Eczema is like this itchy, bumpy rash, and it was on my knees and my elbows. And I just got kind of fed up. So I did my own sort of ultra elimination diet of just meat, which is very extreme. And it really helped the eczema.
If a cow is eating soy and wheat and grass, and then it switched to just eating grass, would that be extreme? Why is a human eating the natural human diet extreme?
There's a lot of people who have either gut issues, gas, bloating, constipation, or reflux, or rashes, or fatigue, or even depression or anxiety or sleep disturbance, or other autoimmune conditions that they just kind of feel like this is just the way they're gonna live their life.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of those things are probably fixable. I went to medical school. My doctor, my mom's a nurse. I got over-medicated as a kid. I got given Theodore, which was theophylline and a pill in my applesauce as a kid. I got forced to take inhalers as a kid. My parents are both super loving and super smart, and never did they realize that my asthma and eczema, those two things go together, could have been related to the foods I was eating as a kid. And I don't think everybody needs to eat like me.
Yeah, a lot of parents are really uneducated. Luckily, my parents were pretty good.
Just think that
I was fed raw milk growing up.
This way of eating is a good framework as a start.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
So you eat like a full watermelon a day?
I probably end up drinking the juice of a full watermelon a day.
Wow.
That's a lot of glycation. It's a lot of fructose and glucose. And listen, fiber is not good, okay? Of course. It's not needed, it's not a nutrient, it's just an anti-nutrient. It blocks the absorption of nutrients because it's an indigestible plant cellulose. However, there's an argument for fiber when you're compared to drinking straight sugar water, okay?
Cheers, bro.
Cheers to a good day.
Welcome to Costa Rica.
Thank you. Wow.
That's so good.
Yes, no shit, man. You're drinking drugs, dude. It's like hitting meth. Whoa, bro, I feel good, dude. Dang, man, this is so... Yeah, dude, no shit. It's a drug.
I've never had that before. So good.
So
it's
good,
so
man.
interesting.
My first time smoking meth.
Today, I feel like I'm gonna eat too many calories.
No, bro.
How many calories do you have a day?
Like 3,000
Humans can't consume calories.
to 3,500.
Sorry, to put it better, calories don't apply to how humans process food.
And you say that shredded?
Yeah.
Shit.
So it's really interesting because I think that when humans are metabolically healthy, when we get the bullshit out of our diets, when we get the garbage out of our diets, when you eat more calories, your body just says, oh yes, it's a signal of abundance, your thyroid works more, your body...
He's correct about this. When you eat fatty meat until satiation, it's great. It's signaling your body you're not in a famine, and it will even burn more fat, actually. He's completely correct about this. The way he goes about it, probably not the best, though.
Temperature goes up, your resting metabolic rate goes up, and you just kind of like, you use all of that energy to do all the cellular repair and the rebuilding and the stuff that you maybe weren't doing. Historically, humans have always eaten the whole animal. They don't cut off all this fat. They don't cut
No.
off all this connective tissue. They're gonna eat.
From what we know, a lot of cultures did eat the organs, but the whole animal, were people eating the assholes of a cow? Probably not. Were people eating the tongue and the tail? You know, some things are just not that appetizing, actually. But he's right, we did eat, you know, we utilize a lot of the meat, though, more than we do today.
Eat all this. How often do you eat steak for breakfast, bro?
Never.
Sometimes.
I never have breakfast, but my first meal is always steak.
No,
Really?
never.
If it's like a treat, if it's like my birthday or something like that.
Why does it have to be your birthday?
I don't know.
Yeah, how much money do you have, dude? Dude, you could literally hire a private farmer to literally raise you a cow on 100% grass outside and then butcher it for you and then cook it for you. You could have everything you want, dude. And you have steak once a year for breakfast?
What do you do for your birthday? Do you go off, like, do you have like a liver cake with like tallow candles or something, or what?
Yeah, basically, I mean,
Yeah, I can be your meat if you want.
you be my meat, bro.
We kind of start our days the same.
$47, bro. How old are we? We're 47 saying that?
way. I can be your meat if you want.
You be my meat, bro.
I should just put like tags 47-year-old, 30-year-old over that clip.
We kind of start our days the same way, I guess.
I'll lower it for you, make it easy.
I call that back.
Looks a bit overcooked, I can't lie.
That's what's up.
Wow. Oh.
Look at the color of that strawberry.
Yeah, you just put the
It's not bad. It's not bad. I can't hate too hard. It's just not ideal.
saturation all the way up on that.
I mean,
Oh my god.
isn't that like a strawberry?
Okay, dog. You've had a strawberry before, bro.
Have you ever tasted a strawberry? It's
I
really
have not.
Is it maybe it really is different out there, but
But people say fruit, sugar. Fruit is the same as table sugar. What do you say about
ooh,
that?
this is a good. Let's see this.
not at all. No way.
That's like saying like Zumba classes is bodybuilding, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm
yeah.
saying.
I mean, if you look at it's like so clear if you look at the medical literature. There is
Yeah.
not a single study giving someone fruit or fruit juice that shows endothelial dysfunction or inflammation. In fact, the reverse. Orange juice improves endothelial function, decreases lipid peroxidation, decreases oxidative stress, decreases DNA damage. Watermelon.
Can you track advanced glycation end products and insulin, uric acid, fatty liver disease? Can we track those things? Okay, cool. You can name a bunch of random things that no one claimed would be affected.
Juice, grape juice, pomegranate juice. So there's so many good studies with fruit. Listen, I used to fear fruit, and then I was like, oh man, I was so wrong.
Eat your fruit.
This looks like
No.
eggs, but it's actually
Well, yes, eat your fruit if you want to gain fat. If you want to get fat, eat your fruit. When it was available seasonally, which was its intended purpose in nature. Again, 75% of the year, we didn't have access to fruit in most places.
This looks like eggs, but it's actually a grilled plantain.
Oh man, I thought it was eggs. I really did. I was like, that was part of why I said it was pretty good.
All that thing. Oh.
Yeah, I put a little butter in there.
The amount of nutrients that a plantain is missing compared to an egg is just comedy. I mean, why wouldn't you just have eggs? Eggs taste better too.
A lot of butter.
You were super
a lot
worried about
a lot of butter behind the scenes. Man.
No, bros.
Yeah.
So this is animal based, and 3/4 of the plate isn't an animal product. So a plantain, an avocado, and a bunch of fruit, and then a small portion of steak. How is this animal based?
Good for you, but it was raw butter.
Ooh.
You like that?
Banana knocked up a potato.
Got some local raw kefir. This is goat's milk
I heard
kefir.
This is pretty good. Again, the bacteria have consumed a lot of the sugar, so this is pretty good. Then they're going to add in honey into it, I'm assuming, and that will undo all of that progress. Though there still will be a lot more probiotics, which I actually argued for the gut, so.
When I heard raw dairy, I thought we were gonna get under an udder or something like.
Well, we could.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
It's totally natural for humans to be sucking the milk out of cows instead of killing and eating them, for sure.
Oh, sure. Kefir is fermented milk. This is local honey.
Okay.
So like
I
it's
don't give a fuck. It's high fructose corn syrup. I don't care what it is, man. I don't care if God gave you that, bro. I don't care if God came down from the sky and said, "Here, Paul, here's this honey." I don't care. Throw it out. It's high fructose corn syrup, dude.
all in the same jar because I just put it in class. So, I mean, you'll probably freak out when I put this honey. I'll go easy on you with the honey.
Flexing the freedom and not counting carbs there. I see.
That one, yeah, flexing that, dude. Just stop eating them all together, man. A human needs 0 grams of carbs in their diet, exogenously. 0, ever.
I'm surprised you don't have like your own like cows out there.
That's maybe part of the plan.
Yeah. I like to be on a first name basis with Goulet milk. Damn, this is gonna be like an animal-based like Dairy Queen Blizzard.
I think it's.
Oh man. Listen, I can't hate too much. He is still promoting animal foods, but
It's good shit, dude.
yeah, it has a drug in it. I bet it is good kefir, for
It
sure.
tastes like goat cheese.
Little sour for you.
Oh.
I love that though.
Farminess.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
love
a little
that.
goaty.
I hate goats.
You don't like goats?
They intimidate me a bit. That's very intrusive. Oh. I'm gonna drink it though, but wow.
I love
So what's
that
your
without the
opinion
honey
on
as well.
Vegan diets.
Bad idea.
Me and Paul can agree here.
I'm putting you on the hotspot.
Yeah, nutrient deficiency. Like, I love that vegans are thinking intentionally about the food they eat.
He's so soy, bro. Maybe he's just like professional. He has to give a compliment. Dude, just say the diet is shit.
I just think it's extremely hard, potentially impossible, to get everything you need to be an optimal human without eating animal foods. There are so many nutrients in meat that are not found in
Correct. You're counting down the days until you have severe illness if you go vegan.
plants. And you can take a million supplements, I know a lot of prominent vegans do, and still not get everything that you're missing in meat.
Yeah.
Meat has 42,000 components. 42,000 components, yeah.
I'm sure grass has a ton too. I don't think that's a great argument. Why not just point out the actual nutrients that plants are missing? Vitamin D, K, K2, A, amino acids like creatine, carnitine, taurine, saturated animal fat, bioavailable protein. Why not just point out what it's actually missing? CLA.
Garlic, 4,000, meat. Like, food is so much more complex than we believe, and I think it's a folly to believe that we can take the value of a strawberry.
That's exactly true. We probably don't understand the full aspects of meat and how it's interacting with our system. We know a lot of the good it's doing, like the fat soluble, the water soluble vitamins, the protein and fat for gluconeogenesis, the metabolic state it puts us into. There's probably a ton we still don't know about meat. It's so complex. It's the same way, like, this is anecdotal, but when some people eat brain or they eat liver, they notice it helps their brain or their liver if they're suffering with an illness. Like, there are probably some advanced, complex nuances to these foods we're eating we just simply don't understand yet.
And put it into a multivitamin. It's so much more complicated. Does your multivitamin have creatine, carnitine, taurine, anserine? I love the intention around a vegan diet. I just think it's a very good way for humans to get nutrients.
The intention is often completely anti-nature, like, oh, we want to save animals, blah, blah, blah.
Efficient.
Yeah.
And-
Comments are gonna be crazy now.
Bring them.
Yeah. Nothing brings people together like diet and politics.
Yo, diet is kind of like near politics in that way, yeah.
Dude,
Non-prepared.
in an alternate universe, this is like the fridge of a serial killer. Sorry, man. This
I could be a serial killer.
What?
Yeah.
So what's the deal with the?
That's kefir. So.
No, I'm not
The light.
the red light.
Oh, the red light, bro. At night, I hate opening the fridge at night, and like the bright light hits me in the eye because at night you don't know this yet, but I just put on red lights in the house. It's like all chill.
Holy sh!
Yeah.
It's the freshest red light district I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is more
Yeah.
meat that I cooked. Fruit juice on the thing. Yeah.
Your diet's kind of like it's like an adventure.
It is an
It's fun.
adventure. It's a lot of interesting stuff, right?
This gym looks like it was built to expose me. Oh my god, there's so much mobility stuff.
This is super boring.
So what's your? I'm telling you, this gym, I hate it. I hate this gym.
It's like built
Damn,
to.
can I do something I'm good at?
It's built to humble you.
Strangest oranges I've ever seen.
I know.
I definitely would toss this one out. Like,
They're just legit oranges. These are salt of the earth roots oranges.
there's like no white inside. So gotta squeeze it hard enough and it'll come.
Squeeze it hard.
I think just having a Coke Zero would be just a little bit easier. Whatever Coke is more locally available.
And then sometimes, if you
Probably be healthier at this point. Would I rather have fructose and glucose, or would I rather have aspartame? See, aspartame, it is pretty bad for the gut from what we know, but we know that fructose and glucose is pretty bad too. It's a toss-up, man.
really want to be like, you really want to mess with your head, you can do like left-handed.
Oh, you're a southpaw juicer.
Moment of truth, you just juice.
Why?
And these bananas are different than any banana you've ever had.
Usually I'm self-conscious around bananas. Like,
Dude, this blue meth is better than any meth you've ever had, man.
these a little less self-conscious.
They make you feel okay.
Yeah. What kind are they?
So this is called a Gros Michel banana, and it's a French name. In the United States, almost all the bananas you get are Cavendish. So this banana is different.
Whoa.
How do you like it?
It does taste way different.
It's different, right? I like them. They're a little bit,
It has a smokiness.
these are like gourmet bananas.
Oh, damn.
And the Cavendish are sort of just like the whatever bananas. For pineapples, in case you didn't know, you should store them upside down.
You store them upside down?
You store them upside down because if you store them like this, the bottom ripens too quickly and the top isn't ripe and the bottom gets overripe. So if you store them upside down, the gravity helps it ripen more evenly.
I genuinely see this as like two heroin addicts discussing like how they, like, yeah, I tie my band right here to get the best vein. Yeah, I love hitting the best vein with this black tar, man. It's like, dude, I don't care. I don't give a fuck how you store your drugs, dude.
Whole pineapple and it's sweeter. The thing is that whenever I talk about upside down pineapples, people think I'm a swinger because this is the universal single.
The upside down one is?
Yeah, upside down pineapples. I'm not a swinger, but like people can speculate all they want.
You do you, man. That's all good.
I know.
So do you think with what you're doing, everything with the diet, all your other like red light stuff, how many years do you think you're adding to your life?
He's decreasing a fair bit with all the fructose, the glycation. If he went back to carnivore and fixed his electrolyte issue, then he'd be doing pretty good for himself, though.
I don't think about that. I think about how good the years are while I'm living them.
I kind of like that. He's gonna say he loves the drug. Okay.
Whoa.
Scale of 1 to 10.
That's a 10.
Some people juice that for.
Can they not see that they're just eating a drug? The plant puts drugs in the fruit for a specific animal to eat the fruit to then spread the seeds. You're eating it and you're not supposed to eat it. Only on rare occasion when you ever be able to eat this. It's a drug, man.
Bromelain, a digestive enzyme, but it just.
Isn't that good for your sperm too?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it makes it taste better.
Maybe.
On a normal day, Paul will go surfing multiple times a day, possibly do some cliff jumping, and even go skateboarding in his backyard. But unfortunately,
he gets
multiple times a
way
day,
too much-
possibly do some cliff
He gets way too much sun.
jumping, and even go skateboarding in his backyard.
Wow, he gets way too much sun, guys.
But unfortunately,
I have to do this, but it's kind of fun and satisfying.
We've been stranded in the kitchen all day because it's pouring outside. It just stopped, but it's dinner time. On to the next activity. We are grinding our own meat for dinner, which is super cool. I've never seen anyone do this in my entire life.
I love this, man. I just started doing this recently. You don't have to do this, but it's kind of fun and
His
satisfying.
meat looks really good quality. The fat looks very yellow.
I got the stainless steel grinder. I got chuck roast from the butcher. The fun thing about this is you can moderate the amount of fat that goes into the meat.
Wow.
And
Yeah, this is a really powerful tool. If you could get like a bunch of lean meat, then just some animal fat, create a really high fat mix, it's actually really good.
I can grind in organs. So I got some heart, and I can just grind in some heart.
Heart is a muscle. It's pretty safe. You won't really overeat it. Again, with liver, you can face some issues, and not because of the vitamin A. Again, there's never been hypervitaminosis in humans from eating ruminant animals, the liver of ruminant animals, but it has a lot of minerals and metals like copper in pretty high amounts. So you can face issues with copper toxicity from eating too much liver.
Into the ground beef, you could grind.
Again, look at this anthropologically. For every 400 pounds of a cow, there's 1 pound of liver. You know, so how much should you really be eating? Not that much.
You could
You should have
grind.
told me that. You should have just like had a beef one.
Don't worry, it's just steak.
It's pretty crazy. It's like 5:15. I feel like I haven't had an insane amount of food today, but I feel quite satisfied, and my energy's been like pretty.
I'm surprised because he just ate a bunch of sugar.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what happens when you eat nutrient-rich food and you don't eat foods that are kind of sabotaging your metabolism.
How long does it take someone, do you think, like on average, to like adjust?
Wow, that is absolutely amazing fat, man. None of my meat looks like that, unfortunately. I have to cope with a lot of grain-fed and grain-finished, but that's absolutely beautiful, man.
And like notice the benefits of something like this.
Could bring a tear to my eye.
I think you'd feel it in a few days, but I think probably, a couple weeks you'd really notice.
Oh, this is fun. This is great.
Then you can see it coming out here.
Yeah, we
Fat
can,
coming out
Paul.
is so satisfying.
Yeah.
How many burgers is this making too?
That's like, 1.5 menu.
All right, so there's no soap in here, right?
She's making some.
How'd you make these?
I hate hand soap and like all the fragrances and the crazy colors and
You don't
stuff.
smell like lavender and like roses?
Well, that's the better kinds. The other stuff is like neon blue, gnarly stuff. So
I
just rinse it, throw a little baking soda on it, and fine.
Let's grab it?
Yeah. Want some apple cider vinegar on there?
Wow, this is strange. This is the fattiest patty I've ever seen in my life, man.
It's like, what? That's gonna be great.
Nice. That's great, man. This is great. If only they would just eat a large portion of this. Maybe some raw kefir if you want, some raw butter if you want. But
So I've noticed, like, you get a lot of flack on like Instagram about like your diet.
Yeah.
But I've actually found today, it's pretty well balanced. It's like I'm getting protein, I'm getting my fat, I'm getting a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
So where do you feel like you get the most hate?
I think people just can't get over the fact that I'm suggesting that vegetables are maybe not great for all humans.
I'd love to hear that.
You can eat your
And he's so soft about it. Just say they're unhealthy, bro. They're fucking unhealthy, man. Just say it. They're missing 15 micronutrients. They have anti-nutrients. They don't have, you know, the omega-3s we need, like DHA and EPA. They're deficient of all the amino acids. They're nothing. They're just nothing. They're indigestible plant cellulose, trace minerals, which you won't absorb because of the defense chemicals, and some plant versions of vitamins. No bioavailable protein. They're fucking terrible. Just say it, dude.
your vegetables if you like them, but if you don't like them, or you have gut issues, or you have
No, just fucking say they're bad. Just say no human should ever eat them, because that's a reality.
issues,
Try cutting them out.
try cutting them out and see how you feel.
I
Well,
feel
yes.
like a man making this.
Don't try cutting them out. Cut them out and never eat them again and never look back and enjoy your life.
It's like,
When I have red meat in my hands, I feel like a man.
yeah, what about red meat in your mouth, right?
Oh yeah. This one's
Let me, guys, I need to make sure I got his age right. Make sure I got it right. No, he's 47. Okay, so he was born in 1977. Wow. Wow.
Big Bertha, I think. Look at this.
All right,
You can have this one.
all right, give me the Big Bertha burger. That's like a freaking pound. All right, there it
How
is.
many calories do you think are in that?
In that burger, 700,
0.
800.
Oh my god.
Yeah, gotta be.
That's giving me anxiety.
It's so good for you.
See, it's a mental illness, man. We should have never. Again, calories aren't even accurate or inapplicable. It was such a mistake to ever use them because now we have these autists counting their calories like it's an eating disorder. When if you just would eat natural food, which is high-fat red meat, you would eat till hungry. You would never gain weight. You'd be at a perfect body composition. You wouldn't have to worry about calories. It's an eating disorder. It's completely unhealthy.
I'm getting like shivers.
The problem for us comes when we put mayonnaise with seed oils or ketchup with a processed sugar or foods that we eat
Stop distinguishing between processed and natural.
with this that kind of confuse our society. Like maybe you wouldn't have to eat the whole burger. You'd just be eating the burger at a reasonable pace and you think, oh, I'm good, I'm full.
Yeah, insulin inhibits leptin, which is a hormone that signals when you're full. So when you eat sugar, you're literally disrupting the hormone that tells you when to stop eating.
Rain, go
Again, it's a fat storage hormone.
away. How's the rest of that song go? Come back another day?
Come back another day.
Yeah.
Rainy season in Costa Rica, let's go.
I kind of like the atmosphere though with the rain.
What else are you thinking on the menu, chef?
Maybe some cucumber, some mango.
Some fruit. Okay, he does at least eat the fruit. Mango is a sugar bomb from hell, man.
Put a little raw egg yolk on the burgers. What do you
Raw
think?
what?
Raw egg yolk? It's good.
That's great. You know, you want to cook the whites to destroy the adovin and raise the bioavailability of the protein, but the yolks are great to eat raw. You don't really want to apply much heat to the yolk just for the sake of the water-soluble vitamins and such.
Good.
Cucumber has anti-nutrients, but whatever.
We got grass-fed beef burgers. We mixed in some heart. Got some raw feta cheese that I got for you at the market this morning. Cut up some mango, some cucumber. That's a fruit with a little lime on there.
I still can barely consider this meal animal-based, but
Spice it up. And these are pasture-raised eggs from the farmer's market.
Okay.
I was telling you don't have to refrigerate them because they have the protective membrane already on the egg. A lot of eggs you get in the States are like washed, but these don't have to be refrigerated. And I convinced you somehow to like let me put the yolk. Oh, look at that yolk. Look at how orange that yolk is.
Yeah. So we're saving the yolk. That's like the opposite of my world.
I know.
It's crazy.
oh yeah, that is a mental illness they have. They throw away the yolk, they save the white.
Don't do the freaking. Don't do the.
Oh man.
So then you can like just break it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You wait till you put it in your
I'd want it to be warm.
mouth.
I'm gonna have a bath after this.
Yeah.
It is so rich.
Really?
Dude, I think because you're used to it.
You could add some butter to it.
Dude, that's gross. What would you say is your biggest piece of advice for somebody who's watching this, who doesn't eat like this but wants to start?
You don't have to be perfect. What you invest in your food intentionally pays back with interest. It pays dividends long term.
So you think most problems that people have with their health can be solved with just diet and not have to be like medications anymore?
Large portion.
Nighttime, cricket chirping, food's done. What's the nighttime routine?
It involves a lot of mood lighting.
All right, we'll cut it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Overall, his diet is, again, a cut above the rest, generally. He just has too much sugar. Yes, it's natural. Again, that affects you the same way. He has too much fiber. Not enough meat. Really not enough. Too much fruit juice. Again, glycation in high amounts. He gets too much sun. He does too much exercise. And he eats too much sugar. And you can tell it's aging him. Within the past few years since carnivore, he looks significantly older. Will he ever go back on his new decision? It's really hard to go back on a drug, which is sugar. Sugar's a drug. It's really hard to quit a drug. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I have to say. I'll see you next time.